Hello and welcome to The Social Connection. I'm Preeti and we're back once again with the latest from the virtual world, where we tell you about important updates on your favorite social media platforms and also some interesting reports. All this along with top trends and virals of the week. But before that, let's take a look at our top stories. Prime Minister Narendra Modi lauds ISRO scientists, asks them to be courageous. Facebook will allow users to opt out of its face recognition feature. Snapchat brings landmark in India, announces Lens Studio 2.1. YouTube confirms rolling out abbreviated subscriber counts. People took to social media to pour in their support for ISRO after its ground station lost contact with lander Vikram. Prime Minister Narendra Modi asked ISRO scientists to be courageous. Space scientists, world leaders and even Bollywood fraternities lauded ISRO on Chandrayaan-2. Here's a report.
After Indian Space Research Organization's ground station lost contact with lander Vikram last week, people took to Twitter to pour in support for the team behind Chandrayaan-2 mission. ISRO's ground station lost contact in the final minutes when lander Vikram was merely 2.1 kilometers above the lunar surface. Reactions across the country started pouring in on social media. Prime Minister Narendra Modi told the Indian Space Research Organisation scientists to be courageous and assured them that the team had his support. He said this after ISRO lost contact with Chandrayaan-2's Vikram lander. In a tweet, PM Modi said, "India is proud of our scientists. They've given their best and have always made India proud. These are moments to be courageous, and courageous we will be." ISRO chairman gave updates on Chandrayaan-2. "We remain hopeful and will continue working hard on our space program." Union Home Minister Amit Shah, Rajya Sabha MP from Gujarat Ahmed Patel, Union Minister for Health Dr. Harshvardhan tweeted their encouraging messages for ISRO's achievement. Bollywood celebrities like Ritesh Deshmukh, Anupam Kher, Anubhav Sinha, R. Madhavan, Sunny Deol also expressed hope over the landing and hailed ISRO for its efforts and motivated all the scientists. The hashtag Chandrayaan-2 was trending ahead of the landing of the Vikram module. However, over 87,000 tweets were being sent after the news broke out. Other hashtags for K7, Vikram lander, ISRO, Moon mission, India on top of the moon and proud of ISRO reflected the collective sentiment of Indian Twitterati. Netizens took to Twitter to pour in support for the team behind Chandrayaan-2 mission. People from all over the nation extended their support and Twitter was flooded with all sorts of tweets. Many tweeted that it's not a failure but a milestone achieved by ISRO in their historic attempt. Even the hashtags #proud of ISRO and #proud Indians were trending on Twitterati. Most users tweeted a video clip in which the Prime Minister is seen consoling an emotional Sivan, a gesture hailed by Twitterati, who, using the hashtag Chandrayaan-2, said, "May have lost connection with Vikram, but hope still remains for future missions." Leaders around the world too exuded confidence in India and its space mission, saying the world would reckon the major technological achievement of the Indian space program. Bhutan Prime Minister Lotte Tshering was the first world leader to hail the development. He took to Twitter, lauding ISRO for the courage and hard work on Chandrayaan-2, and said that he had no doubt the space agency would accomplish the lunar mission in the future. Mauritius also lauded the efforts of the ISRO team. Vietnam Deputy Prime Minister Pham Binh Minh also appreciated ISRO's efforts and said that it was just the beginning of a story. The Australian Space Agency too applauded ISRO's efforts to place Vikram lander of Chandrayaan-2 mission on the moon's southern pole. Even NASA took to Twitter to commend the Indian Space Research Organization's attempt to land its Chandrayaan-2 mission on the south pole of the moon.
Facebook is making its face recognition feature easier to turn off and will no longer automatically opt new users into face tagging. Here's more in the report.
Facebook is all set to give its users more control over a facial recognition feature used by the company to help identify or tag people on its platform. The company announced it via blog post. In 2017, the company started replacing tag suggestions with a broader facial recognition setting. This controlled tag suggestions as well as the ability for Facebook to alert users if their photos were being used by someone else on the platform. But the facial recognition setting wasn't available to all the Facebook users. And the Federal Trade Commission called tag suggestions deceptive because it was enabled by default. Other privacy advocates criticized the feature because the name tag suggestions didn't make clear that Facebook was storing biometric data about its users. Anyone who didn't already have a facial recognition setting will get the update as well as a notification explaining the feature and the ability to disable it. The tag suggestions feature will be no more, and Facebook will no longer be able to automatically opt new users into the feature. But if anyone who previously had it enabled will continue to be opted in unless they update their settings. Well, that's not a big deal. You can check your settings by selecting face recognition under your Facebook privacy option anytime you feel like. The social networking giant is currently facing a multi-billion-dollar lawsuit over its facial recognition technology. The lawsuit dates back to 2015 but has been slowly progressing and so far not in Facebook's favor at all. The company recently lost an appeal in which it attempted to have the suit dismissed. The FTC also imposed new rules about how Facebook could use facial recognition as part of its settlement with the company over the Cambridge Analytica scandal. The social network giant must provide clear and conspicuous notice of its use of facial recognition technology, the FTC said.
Up next, we're heading for a short commercial break. We'll be back in a short while. Stay tuned and keep watching DD News.
An eye on big news of the day. With a close watch on developing stories, news of the nation, world, sports, markets and entertainment in a new style. Incisive analysis of the big stories by DD News reporters and experts. Watch Midday Prime English, Monday to Friday, 2 p.m. only on DD News.
आम लोगों की खास कहानियां।
गुड न्यूज़ आपका जो कार्यक्रम एक चलता है, सकारात्मक संदेश पहुंचाने का तरीका आपका बहुत बढ़िया है।
बहुत अच्छा मैसेज आ रहा है, लोगों को पॉजिटिव एनर्जी मिल रही है और लोग जुड़ भी रहे हैं।
दूरदर्शन की रीच इतनी ज्यादा है, बहुत लोगों ने शायद इसको देखा।
बनिए गुड न्यूज इंडिया का हिस्सा। भेजिए अनकही प्रेरक कहानियां। गुड न्यूज इंडिया सिर्फ डीडी न्यूज पर।
Snapchat's parent company, Snap, has expanded its presence in India by bringing the Landmarkers feature to two iconic Indian monuments, that is Gateway of India in Mumbai and Taj Mahal in Agra. Take a look at this report.
Snapchat introduced new landmarker experiences in India to two iconic monuments, Gateway of India in Mumbai and Taj Mahal in Agra. To enable the feature, users have to simply point the Snapchat camera to the monument on location. Through the landmarker lens, users can play with beautiful floral embellishment on the monument. Landmarkers are essentially a set of lenses aimed at breathing new life into some of the world's most famous locations. The lenses till now worked on structures like the Eiffel Tower in Paris, Flatiron Building in New York, the Capitol in Washington, D.C. and Buckingham Palace in London. And now, Landmarkers is in India as well. You will see the Gateway of India and Taj Mahal dance and do the googly eyes too. In addition, these locations will be available as landmarker templates alongside a further 12 locations spread across the globe as part of an update to Lens Studio. To date, over 5 lakh lenses have been created by the Snapchat community using Lens Studio, and they have been played with over 15 billion times. The number of Snapchatters submitting new lenses through Lens Studio grew by more than 20% this quarter. Further, 6 new templates are launched, adding to the existing library of nearly 40 lens templates. It includes face and video, to track your face onto a video, portrait particles that add particles behind the user using segmentation, countdown, through which users count down to specific dates and add celebratory 3D hats and glasses, skeletal, which tracks 2D images to head, neck, shoulders, elbows and hands, hair color that enables users to modify hair colors from root to tip, and last but not at all the least, makeup that comes with AR lip gloss, blush, eyeshadow and much more.
After initially announcing the coming change back in May, YouTube confirms rolling out abbreviated subscriber counts from this month. Check out our report.
After initially announcing the coming change back in May, YouTube has confirmed that its new abbreviated public subscriber counts will come into effect this month. Currently, all creators with over 1,000 subscribers see their subscriber counts displayed differently in different places across YouTube desktop and mobile apps. In some cases, the subscriber count is abbreviated, and in other places, YouTube displays the full count. To create more consistency everywhere that YouTube publicly display subscriber counts, it will begin showing the abbreviated subscriber number across all public YouTube surfaces. In practice, YouTube provides this example of how the change will impact publicly listed subscriber counts on channels. That makes sense from a consistency perspective, but it could also negatively impact some creators. The change could also significantly reduce public subscriber listings, especially for larger accounts. For creators, the change means that brands may not get an accurate sense of their popularity on the platform, especially for niche influencers whose following is not as substantial as a channel with hundreds of millions of followers. Even for the channels with hundreds of millions of followers, if they are at over 1.2 million, their 120 million subscriber count will be shot more than 4 lakh. That may lead to creators losing sponsorship opportunities, as they could be overlooked in favor of larger channels despite their channel actually being much closer to parity. It's also put the onus onto the creators themselves to share their actual subscriber count. Channel owners themselves will still be able to view the full real-time count in their analytics, but some may lose opportunities outright because of the shift. The changes relate to YouTube's API usage also, meaning that any app which uses YouTube subscriber counts will lose access to the full detailed listing. That will impact analytics tools which display subscriber counts and changes over time. It says, beyond creating more consistency, this addresses creator concerns about stress and well-being, specifically around tracking public subscriber counts in real time. We hope this helps all creators focus on telling their story and experience less pressure about the numbers. That sounds a lot like the logic behind Instagram's experiment with hiding like counts, reducing the implied performance pressure, and freeing up creators to post more of what they want, as opposed to what they think will get more engagement. It seems like less of a factor in this case, but it may lessen the burden somewhat, which could alleviate some mental stress for creators.
Time now for a short commercial break. We'll be back in a short while. Stay tuned and keep watching DD News.
An eye on big news of the day. With a close watch on developing stories, news of the nation, world, sports, markets and entertainment in a new style. Incisive analysis of the big stories by DD News reporters and experts. Watch Midday Prime English, Monday to Friday, 2 p.m. only on DD News.
आम लोगों की खास कहानियां।
गुड न्यूज़ आपका जो कार्यक्रम एक चलता है, सकारात्मक संदेश पहुंचाने का तरीका आपका बहुत बढ़िया है।
बहुत अच्छा मैसेज आ रहा है, लोगों को पॉजिटिव एनर्जी मिल रही है और लोग जुड़ भी रहे हैं।
दूरदर्शन की रीच इतनी ज्यादा है, बहुत लोगों ने शायद इसको देखा।
बनिए गुड न्यूज इंडिया का हिस्सा। भेजिए अनकही प्रेरक कहानियां। गुड न्यूज इंडिया सिर्फ डीडी न्यूज पर।
And now here's a quick wrap of the top trends that ruled different social media platforms.
Yet again, business tycoon Anand Mahindra's latest post on Twitter has left his followers delighted. The chairman of the Mahindra Group tweeted a 42-second clip of an American drummer, Greg Ellis, who can be seen playing the drums with full vigor and enthusiasm, along with a few locals. Since being shared by Anand Mahindra on Twitter, the post has been viewed over 290,000 times and has received over 34,500 likes so far. In the tweet, Mahindra asked, "Do you think our cultural team should organize an international street drums festival every year during the Ganesh immersions?" Well, the post has been flooded with many comments, with some agreeing with his suggestion. "Definitely yes. Pune Mandals will have many entries in that festival," read one of the many replies to the viral post. Here's how others responded to the tweet. Prime Minister Narendra Modi lauded a 16-year-old boy, Priyavrata, for becoming the youngest person to pass the Mahapariksha examination. The PM tweeted, "Excellent! Congratulations to Priyavrata for his feat. His achievement will serve as a source of inspiration for many." PM's reply was in response to a tweet posted by Chamu Krishna Shastri informing about Priyavrata's great achievement at such a young age. The young boy has passed 14 levels of Tenali Pariksha, and experts believe that it is a great deal to pass so many levels of the Mahapariksha, as it is all about Vedic knowledge. In today's dose of bizarre videos, we came across a clip on Twitter that shows a man carrying his entire family along with some luggage and, wait for it, his dogs on his bike. Well, it is not that uncommon in India to see more than 2 people sitting on a bike at a time. The viral video that was shared by Twitter user Rishad Cooper with the caption "Only in India" is something that left us awestruck. Have a look and try and count how many people are there on that one bike. Well, we were able to count 7 people, and there are a total of 9 if you include the dogs too. There were 3 kids in the back, the mother, the father, and then 2 kids in the front. The dog sitting on the side of the bike looks most comfortable. If you look closely, you will find another dog in the hands of the child sitting in the front. Twitterati are in shock and cannot stop laughing. Onam, the 10-day-long festival native to the state of Kerala, is marked with snake boat races, cultural performances and a lavish feast popularly known as Onam Sadhya. Social media too joined the festivities, with wishes flooding the microblogging site as people celebrated the harvest festival. President Ramnath Kovind and Prime Minister Narendra Modi took to Twitter to share Onam wishes. The PM tweeted, "May this festival further the spirit of happiness, well-being and prosperity in our society." The film fraternity, including Kajol, T-Series boss producer Bhushan Kumar, actress Kajal Agarwal too wished fans and loved ones happiness and prosperity.
And up next, let's see all the feedback that you shared on Twitter, Facebook and YouTube. Alright, we've reached the end of this show, but we look forward to more of the feedback coming in on our Gmail, Twitter handle and also the Facebook page. If you've missed any of the episodes of our shows, catch them on our YouTube channel, that is ddnews.official. And we hope that you enjoyed this episode of Social Connection. See you again next week, same time, same place. And before we log off, we leave you with an interesting video.